March 16th, 2024. Macomb, Illinois. A routine domestic disturbance call is about to spiral into a nightmare that no law enforcement officer is ever truly prepared for. A door kicked open, a knife pressed against a throat, and a single shot that changed everything. Most news outlets showed you the split-second muzzle flash, but they missed the chilling truth buried in a criminal file from 30 years ago, a detail that redefined this case and eventually turned a grieving mother into a convict in 2026. Welcome back. Today, we go beyond the body cam to uncover the darkest layers of the Terrell Miller tragedy. To understand the tension on the night of March 16th, we have to look at the man behind the knife, 57-year-old Anthony George. Most people covering this story see him as a desperate man in a domestic dispute. But the truth is much darker. 30 years ago, in 1995, George pleaded guilty to murder, a fact that many outlets glossed over. He wasn't just a random suspect, he was a convicted killer who had been cycled back into society. Even more shocking, just 4 months before this tragic night. So in November 2023, he was charged with domestic battery. The system had multiple chances to stop him, yet here he was, behind a locked door in apartment number 6. Inside that room was 4-year-old Terrell Miller, a child who loved trains and superheroes. He had no idea that his life was now in the hands of a man with a violent history that spanned decades. As the officers approached the door, they weren't just walking into a disturbance. They were walking into a collision between a brutal past and an innocent future.
Central 113, 1060. Come on.
'Macomb police, open the door. Huh? Macomb police, open the door. Huh? Let me see your hands! Let me see your hands! Get out! Get out! Get out! My son! Get out! My son!
5 p.m. The bodycam footage is chaotic. We can hear the officers' heavy breathing mixed with agonizing screams from above. These aren't standard domestic disturbance screams. There is a primal terror in them that cuts through the static. Every second counts. They know they aren't just responding to a fight. They are trying to stop a murder in progress. 5:35 p.m. The decisive moment. The officer kicks the door open. Most channels just show you this action, but we need to pause here and analyze what they found. When they breach the threshold of apartment number 6, the officers are immediately hit by a graphic scene. This is a detail that needs to be understood. The mother, Terrell Miller, is already critically injured. She has been stabbed over 20 times. Blood is everywhere. This is crucial for the officer's state of mind. They aren't facing a threat that might use deadly force. They are facing a threat that has already used deadly force and has lethal capability. The suspect is armed with a knife, and the mother is seconds from death. As they attempt to help her, they make a terrifying discovery. The suspect, Anthony George, is holding 4-year-old Terrell Miller by the throat, the knife pressed tightly against the child's small neck. The stakes have just risen from a critical rescue to an active hostage negotiation with zero room for error.
No, 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 no! No!
We need lifeguard. We need lifeguard now. We have one kid down, one adult male down.
What do you need, Jake? We gotta go security.
So 113, contact 105, 116.
Good. Come on. You're all right. You want to go down the house? Yeah.
7:30 p.m. Now, let's address the question everyone asks. Why didn't the officer use a taser? In a split-second tactical analysis, a taser was off the table. Why? Because tasers are not 100% reliable. If one probe fails to attach, the suspect isn't incapacitated. But even worse, if the taser does work, it causes intense muscular contraction. If George's finger was already on that blade, a localized seizure caused by 50,000 volts could have forced his hand to jerk, accidentally slitting Terrell's throat before the suspect even hit the ground. 8:45 p.m. The officer chose his service weapon. A single shot was fired. His intent was clear: eliminate the immediate threat to save the child. But here is the physics of tragedy. In such close quarters, the round performed what experts call over-penetration. The bullet struck the suspect as intended, but it didn't stop there. It traveled through the suspect's body and, in a cruel twist of fate, struck young Terrell. From within heartbeats, a rescue mission turned into a double fatality. The silence that followed the gunshot in that apartment was the loudest sound those officers would ever hear.
I will, but I need my baby. I need my baby.
Okay, I need you to sit down.
Hey, are you good?
No, I'm not.
Do you want me to stick with you? Talk to me, brother. Are they secure there?
Yeah.
Okay. I'm just going to hang out with you, okay?
Mm-hmm.
Listen, I'm right here with you, okay? You want to sit or you want to keep it? You want to stand? Hey. Hey. Listen. Hey, look at me. Look at me. Decisions were made that were out of your control, okay? You did what you did. I don't know what happened, okay? So I don't want to go into it. But listen, trust that you made the right call, okay? To protect you and yours, okay? Don't question your judgment. Don't do that to yourself. You can't control what other people do and the decisions that they make.
10 p.m.
No.
The adrenaline fades and reality sets in. This is the part of policing the public rarely sees. The silence in the aftermath of a fatal shooting is deafening. Look at his hands. They are shaking, not from fear of the suspect, but from the crushing weight of what just happened. In the Bodycam footage, we hear his fellow officer deliver a line that every cop hopes they never have to hear. You did what you had to do. Now don't question your judgment. It's a desperate attempt to keep a brother in arms from drowning in guilt, because in that apartment, the officer didn't just pull a trigger. He carried out a mission that resulted in the unthinkable. The psychological trauma, often referred to as officer-involved shooting trauma, is a scar that never truly fades. Statistics show that nearly 20% of officers involved in such incidents suffer from severe PTSD. Then they replay those 0.5 seconds every time they close their eyes. For this officer, the nightmare wasn't over when the crime scene tape went up. It was only just beginning. He saved a mother's life, but lost a piece of his own soul in the process.
Know that. Know that whatever happened, you acted with your training and experience, okay? And you had to handle things, okay? Sir, can I, hold on. Where you headed?
Who's involved? You? Okay. Anybody else here?
Yeah.
Anybody else with you this time?
Yeah.
Okay. So, yeah. What's going on?
Domestic here.
113 Central.
Go ahead.
Go ahead for 113.
116. 550 is wanting to know if there's any more medical attention needed at the scene.
I honestly don't know. I withdrew myself from it, so I know Kiana Miller had been stabbed. And I shot the suspect and the baby.
Wait. I'm getting here late. You shot the suspect?
Yes.
Okay. All right. Let's have a seat now. Here, come on to my car. All right, here, have a seat here, man.
This is still running.
The car? Oh, yeah. All right. How many shots you fired, remember? Okay. Let me just hang tight right here, and let me find out what's going on. And you said the suspect was hit and a baby? Okay. Let me find out what's going on. Sit tight. Is there anybody in the apartment now? Do we know?
As far as
Police?
Yeah.
Okay. Sit tight, I'm gonna run inside there. Is 9:15
Go around the back.
Okay. Sorry. Part of it, okay? We're gonna get you a knockoff scene.
I need my nephews in there. I need my nephew out there. Well, I'm not leaving until I get my nephew. Okay, can you get my nephew out of there? Okay, that's beside the point. That's my sister and my nephew's in there, and I want him out here with me. There's no reason you can tell me no, sir. My nephew does not need to be in a crime scene. So can you please walkie-talkie them to get me my nephew? Please and thank you. Hey, I need my nephew. We're here for my nephew. It's a crime scene. I need my nephew. Okay, where is he at? He's in the house.
1300. The legal gavel eventually fell. The shooting was ruled justified. The officers returned to duty, carrying scars we will never see. But what about Kiana Miller, the woman who watched her son die in the very arms that were supposed to protect him? The tragedy didn't end that night. It merely mutated. Fast forward to February 2026. Reports emerged that Kiana, unable to cope with the crushing weight of her loss, spiraled into a series of legal troubles. She was recently sentenced to 30 months in the Department of Corrections. It is a haunting irony. A mother who survived 20 stab wounds could not survive the psychological aftermath of the rescue that saved her life, but took her child's. This is the detail most creators ignore, the after of a Bodycam video, the ripple effect of a single 0.5-second decision that continues to destroy lives years after the footage stops rolling. The Macomb tragedy is a reminder that in the world of law enforcement, there are no clean endings. There are only lives broken, choices made in the dark, and a 4-year-old boy in a Spider-Man shirt who became the face of a tragedy that America should never forget. Thank you for watching. If this story moved you, please leave a comment below to honor the memory of Terrell. Until next time.